Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Friday, September 19th, 2025, year of our Lord. Season number 3, episode number 262. In today's show, we are going to talk about a confrontation. Let's go. In My Life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, SPIRE, ConstructionInc.com. They are a full-scale residential general contractor. Anything from your roof to your floor, your heating, your air conditioning. You want to remodel your kitchen? What you got? SpireConstructionInc.com. There's your hookup in the construction business. Maverick Harley-Davidson, Longhorn Harley-Davidson, the official Harley-Davidson dealers for Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. And tonight is bike night. Friday night is always bike night, brought to you by Maverick and Longhorn Harley-Davidson. Right now, turn off that ugly news. Get that Excedrin migraine ready. Ooh, this one's empty. Let's me and you take a stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to yesterday. So you remember yesterday when I was doing the show, I was concerned about a vehicle in my parking lot, and I could see somebody walking around. So the bad thing about being on a busy corner is people are always stopping in your parking lot. A lot of times it's a drunk, and my parking lot is available for a drunk to sleep in. You know, it's 2 a.m., the bars are closing. You want to sleep it off in my parking lot, I'd much rather you do that than get on the road and drive. So I figured that's what that was. And so at 7:30, I start kind of opening things. 7 o'clock, 7:30. And I go out there, and there's a $800 truck parked at an angle, taking up 2 parking spaces, and there's a beat-up, tattered flag on a metal flagpole with a rope around it, leaned up against the truck, the back of the truck, and then there's a metal object that looks kind of like a little anvil, anvil, with rope wrapped around it laying there. So I see there's something, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to tow this truck. And I see there's somebody in there, Spanish fella. So I tap on the window. He blinks his eyes and keeps sleeping. I tap on the window harder. Opens his eyes, he sees me, he goes back to sleep. Then I bang on the window. So he raises up and he goes to start his car, and he's looking at me. He starts his car, he puts it in drive, and then he realizes that flag and stuff he's got behind him. So he stops. He gets out of the car, the truck, his $800 truck. He gets out of his $800 truck wearing his socks with the beer in his hand, and he looks at me standing there, and he kills the rest of the beer and throws the bottle in the back of the truck. Then he reaches in the truck, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the guy's fixing to pull out a gun. He reaches in the truck, and he pulls off a cowboy hat. So then he's walking back there, and he's looking at me, and he's looking at the stuff, and he grabs that flag that's got 800 holes in it that I didn't recognize, and he puts it on there, and he's taking the rope, and he's cinching the flag to where it's sticking straight up. So then he grabs it, and I'm standing there watching him, and that's pissing him off. So then he grabs that anvil-looking thing with the rope, and he takes it, and he's swinging it, and it's making sparks as it's hitting, and he's walking towards me with that thing, and he's looking at me and walking towards me. Well, I got a heater in my pocket, so the question is, what do I do? Do I just let the guy keep coming? Is he going to strike me with that thing? Or is he just trying to be a tough guy? And I banked on him just trying to be a tough guy. I don't want to pull a heater unless I'm going to use it, and I don't want to use it unless I have to. So after he walks towards me, and I'm just standing there like this, he stops, he goes back, and he ties that thing on the trailer hitch. So he's got the flag sticking up, and he's got the rope with the anvil below it. So then he stops. He looks at the name of my business. He starts to get in the truck, then he looks at me and he goes like that. Gets in the truck. He's starting to pull back there on my property. Then he stops. He backs up. Now he's coming right at me, and he's just easing his way right to me. So I step out of the way, and I let him pass, and he turns left down Shorecrest. And Pancho was out there blowing the parking lot that works for me. And I said, Pancho, what was that flag? And he said, Venezuela. And then I remember my cop friend telling me about these Venezuelan gangs running around DFW. I don't know. It's a little confrontation yesterday that went a little further than I wanted it to go. Let's check that truck. Check that truck. Woo, you got those silver and red chucks on, but I want to see, are they still... Yep. These are 2 eyes down. 2 eyes down, double knotted for safety. You must have been lit when you put those on. What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today, September 19th, 1949 was a Monday. I don't mind telling you, I was a little nervous yesterday. Grandma wrote, Dixie stayed all night with Helen. Dixie's Grandma's daughter. Helen's her sister. They're pretty close to the same age back then. Last night. I washed today. Jim and Bonnie and the kids came over for supper and got the old sow. Dad joke. Where does the winemaker get his gossip? Grapevine. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Because you're alive, everything is possible. True. It's like if you're leaning on a fence. Which way are you leaning? Because it's easier to push somebody the way they're leaning than to try to push them the other way. Well, it's the same way as falling. If you're sitting on a fence, you're not sure which way to go. You start leaning one way, you're more likely to go that way. Be sure which way you want to go before you start leaning. Kind of have an end game in mind. All right, today is Friday, so that's Maverick and Longhorn Harley-Davidson Bike Night. We'd love to see you come out. We got live music tonight. Should be a really good night. It's done got hot again, but not too hot. We're in the low to mid 90s, so it's not too bad. If you want to come out and see me, I'd love to see you. All right, Rick, Fearless, I got to go. I got Friday things to do. But remember, there ain't no place like this place. So long for now. Love you, Alice. Bye, y'all.